Who else would it be? Good to see you.
Likewise. Come, let's have a chat. I've got big news for you. Henry! So you finally came. Welcome to my workshop.
Wow. This is practically a palace. I didn't expect you to be so well off.
Well, since I bought it, I'm not anymore. The previous owner was more than happy to get rid of it. Unfortunately, when I fell through the rotting floor in the upstairs room, I understood why. I've spent the last few years trying to fix it up, but you know how it is. Never enough time, and it costs a fortune. But don't worry. I didn't invite you to help me build.
Indeed. I'll be happy to lend a hand. Thanks for inviting me.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. But first, I need to show you something. Come on. So, what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes, but can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this will be your great masterpiece, right?
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing, something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe this is it.
Well, that makes me happy. So what's it going to be when it's done?
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing here?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last met. While I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Gutenberg.
Is that why you came? To strut around?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlitz. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since the last time.
How dare you?
Go on then. Spit it out.
You forgot your manners, it seems.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Take care, Vojta. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me paint.
Who was that?
His name is Bellissimo, and he paints too.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not important now.
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you that. Damn it, Vojta, I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Oh, all right. Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together. And we were actually friends, in a way. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber. We haven't spoken for years.
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your big project?
I'm afraid so.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or find a way to get rid of Bellissimo. How the hell did that bastard pull it off? I had an agreement with the abbot.
Giving up is not an option. So, We need to get rid of him.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you? Could we steal his brushes? Like they stole yours back in the Trotsky region?
I get why you'd think that, but you're forgetting. This is a big city. Bellissimo would have new brushes in a few days. It wouldn't even slip.
What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the baths? Ha! But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job away from me.
Do you think he tells his secret?
What do you mean? And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. Oh, yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for himself. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel he truly was.
Where did Bellissimo?
At the baths near the horse market.
What if I went straight to Bellissimo, put an...
No, knowing him, he'd promise you the moon and stars, then go running to
All right.
Ask for... Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlet's to find out what's got into the abbot.
You're always welcome here.
Yeah, same to you.
How's your sister?
Fine. Why'd you ask? I went to the session yesterday, and that old priest was completely...
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Apparently my greatest sin is that I have such nice breasts. My second greatest is that I don't want to show them.
What? Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed.
What's that noise?
Come now. You've no right to be here. Ow! Leave, or I'll call the guards. That's right.
Go away now. Hey, you're not allowed here.
This place has been tidied up by now.
Hurry up, get out. That's it. Hello. Straight to the stand. You're always
I'll have a chuck.
My respects.
What do you want?
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
That Bellissimo robbed my friend of his job, so I want to settle things with him.
Well, that's certainly not the first time and won't be the last. But if you're planning to break his face, kindly take it outside.
What do you even have against him? Doesn't he pay?
It's not that, but he drinks like a fish. And when he's finished everything he's got upstairs in his room, he comes down among my guests. How many times have I had to kick him out to sleep it off in that shack of his, in his garden, opposite the bathhouse? Ugh, you couldn't even imagine the things drunks like Bellissimo think they can get away with around my girls.
Thanks.
What's Bellissimo been doing to your girls?
Nothing now, as long as I can help it. I keep a close watch on him to make sure he doesn't try anything. He swears he's repentant and that, but it doesn't look like it at all.
How come?
Because he's just an old drunk and a lecher. When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found out what a scoundrel he is. And the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show, doesn't change a thing.
Where would I actually find...
Like I said, mostly him.
And what does he do there?
More like getting plastered.
Which room belongs to Bellissimo?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the... Who knows what that slob is doing up there?
Couldn't I...
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, if you want to hang around here, pay...
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere?
You'll have to ask him yourself.
Listen,
The very one? Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but a really decent fella. Maybe too decent.
what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't feel right telling you about Voita.
Innkeeper, a beer.
You can tell me. Voiter is my friend. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine, all right. You know, Voita and Bellissimo were friends. Well, friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voita around, and Voita was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voita's first big job, but then he managed to have Voita kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
What's the story with Bellissimo's piety?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
Thank you for everything. You've been a great help.
You're welcome. And please, watch out for Voita.
What's the up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain? I have my own life.
Yes?
You're just a common whore. Harder. I can hardly feel it.
I apologize.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
reeks of booze in here. This must be Bellissimo's room.
That's odd. Who opened this?
Damn it! I'll have a look to see if I've been wrong.
So, Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he's afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
Damn it! That door's supposed to be closed. There's nothing here for you.
Someone will take care of it. Not my shit now.
Ach, Scheiße. Hilfe! Wo ist wer? Hilfe!
What do you...
Surrender at once! Hurry your way.
Show your
For
stuff.
glory!
The pillory's too good for you.
Enough!
I'll chop you up on the
I surrender.
spot. Felt like doing for now.
Look,
What are you talking about?
we're both men.
Where are you going?
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Oh,
All right, then, I'll turn a blind. Well, that's taken care of. Off you go now. Get out of here, fella, or I'll deal with you again. That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
I've figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day, he'd still end up in hell.
That's exactly what Bellissimo's afraid of. Or at least, that's how it came across from the agreement he made with the abbot.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, that's something we could use. But we need to get him out of the bath somehow.
Oh, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that they have to throw him out. After that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the baths.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set it up properly, he might just fall for it.
Fall for what?
That the Horned One himself has come for him.
Now this is getting interesting. What's your plan?
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell waiting for him. You'll disguise yourself.
I'll disguise myself.
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven's sake. And in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. Actually, both of them. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Settle its altar, here I come.
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint it all a bit... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches, and 5 eggs.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part of all this.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again.
Don't worry. We're done with that.
So, I heard this isn't the first time Bellissimo has taken your job. How did it happen before?
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine. But one morning, when I arrived, they threw me out. They said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke in this town. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want to get this commission back.
And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk?
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before you get back.
All right. I'll go and gather all those things.